It becomes a little bit sweeter here at Corpus Christi ISD's Cabinets Field. This is going to be an exciting matchup here. I'm Jacob Young, joined by none other than Nacho here on Rio Sports Live Network. And well, Nacho, getting into this one. First off, how are you doing? And second off, of course, should be an exciting day for soccer.
And I will say I'm feeling really great today. You know, it's always great to see, many Valley teams continuing their great runs here in the playoffs. And, of course, making the drive up here, as we got closer to the stadium, you can just feel the excitement and the energy that Palmview is going to have tonight, or right now in just a couple minutes. McAllen Memorial Girls, we're going to have coverage for that one coming up, also very exciting. And then, of course, the San Benito game also at 7 o'clock. So all these games are going to be exciting to be covering, and, we have that opportunity to do that tonight for you all. So it's going to be a fantastic matchup coming up in just a minute.
Oh, it definitely is. Of course, yeah, La Joya Palmview coming up from that 35A, and Leander Glenn, of course, they've been here before multiple times, Nacho, and it's all about that next step and that experience. And you have to say one of those things will be, can La Joya Palmview get to that next step and create that type of almost sort of momentum?
That's right, and of course the Palmview Lobos defeated Corpus Christi Vets 3-1 into the by-district round. They defeated Brownsville Rivera 3-1 in the area round. I had the opportunity of covering that game. These Lobos squad is very fast and are able to create huge opportunities when they are able to get into the rhythm that they need to get in. And of course, they're going to look to continue to do that here tonight or this afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's late afternoon. It's just about to be 5, and that's when, of course, the scheduled kickoff will be. And Leander Glenn, let's quickly talk about them for a minute. I know that you have some things on them, so, I mean, why don't you just give us a little bit more detail coming into it for this side?
That's right. Leander Glenn, of course, led by head coach Ryan Killian. 6-2 in district play. They were behind Cedar Park, Liberty Hill, of course, last year's 5A Division II state champions, and Leander Rouse. Defeated New Braunfels 4-2 in the by-district round, and of course, many people or many soccer fans throughout the state of Texas saying they put up a huge upset win against San Antonio Southwest in the area round. So I'm really excited to see what Leander Glenn has to bring against a really tough Valley team like La Joya Palmview. And of course, now the whistle's blown away, and here we go.
Game on here from Cabinets Field. This is going to be very interesting once again. Already slipping on the turf, taken away. Here come Leander Glenn. Through ball, on the way, inside the box. Save is going to be made by the keeper.
And Rosbel Rebolloso, the goalkeeper for the Palmview Lobos, is going to have to really step up his game here this afternoon if he wants to give his team the best chance for the win here tonight.
Great through ball this time. Will cross. Offside flag will stay. Check that. Will just go up. It looked like he was offside, but it seemed like potentially could he have been onside that time. Instead, it will be offside. Free kick, Leander Glenn.
And I did have number 7, Daniel Verra, the senior forward for the Lobos, as one of the players to watch out for.
Keeper, or check that, offside flag does go up in the end. Was offside in the end. And it seems like it's going to be a key thing with Andres Salazar for none other than Leander Glenn. It seems like he has been the key player so far, and a couple of opportunities already from himself, except, of course, that last one being offside.
That's right, and that's something that the defense for Palmview is going to have to keep an eye on, because they have just as fast of speed as they have themselves, as that ball is going to roll out of bounds, now being thrown in by number 16, Olmeda. And correction, that's going to be a free kick coming up for the Lobos.
Indeed, and like you mentioned, yeah, Leonardo Olmeda that time. We'll just take this one slow or short. Hector Garcia had possession, trying to get that one near the middle. Here come La Joya Palmview again, trying to get it quickly. A short ball, and the offside flag is raised up again. So both teams kind of playing that offside trap here early. One of those sides, can they break through?
That's right, and already with these couple minutes, you're seeing a lot of the strategies. They're going to be utilizing those strikers. It's going to be Vera for the Lobos, and then, of course, it's going to be Salazar for Leander Glenn.
Meanwhile, again, Leander Glen, like we mentioned, they are technically the home side as they have the color jerseys. That's going to be taken away once again. One thing to look out for is going to be the midfield. And just the possession one as that through ball is in. Takes a strike just wide right of the post. And it is going to be a goal kick for Leander Glen in the end.
And actually, the official does raise up the flag, so another offsides will actually take place. And again, they're just going to really try to go towards their strikers and let them, be the difference makers in this matchup already.
Yeah, still 0-0 in this first half. It's only 3 minutes gone. And in these 3 minutes, it has been a very open match. One thing that we haven't discussed, though, Nacho, has been, of course, the wind. The wind has been a big issue throughout this entire weekend. I was there yesterday. Of course, we're near the coast, the sea breeze. You can already see all four of the corner flags really blowing away, almost blowing away where they have to take it down. So that's going to be a key thing. Who has that advantage to the wind to their backs? Meanwhile, once again, trying to get it down in the final third, cleared away. Headed back. Challenge one by Leander Glen once again. Played that one forward. Another break on the attack. Plays it out wide. Trying to play it back. Intercepted by the Lobos.
And a good cleanup there by the Lobos as they're now trying to move the ball around a little bit more, as you saw, nearly getting that ball towards the outside, really trying to spread the field here and challenge Leander Glen to bring their defenders more up for more one-on-one opportunities to see if Palmview can break through. As that ball rolls out of bounds, the Grizzlies now have a throw-in coming up.
Throw-in taken quickly off that left touch line, headed back away. Trying to use that back heel to keep it in play, but won't be able to. But again, just La Joya Palmview at the moment, trying to control that possession. And again, another great interception that time, controlled by Julian Barbosa. And again, right back the other way.
That's right. And now Leander Glen now going towards the far side of the field here as they begin to work up slowly there with short passes. Now elect to go back, and now they're going to send this one away. And, of course, I thought that was going to be an offsides again, but the official keeps the flag down, and now Palmview ready to move.
Yeah, Palmview back with it, trying to go off a counterattack. A great long ball, has help. Just a little bit too late on that one. Had an opportunity to send a through ball, but will end up playing it back in the end, controlled by Julian Barbosa once more.
And a handball foul will be called here as La Joya now moving quickly, going to the far side to see if they can create a pass here as the official raises a flag again. And Jacob, there's a lot of offsides already happening, and it's only been 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we go back to it. We talked about it. Again, that offside trap so far working wonders for Leander Glen, but also I have noticed this, Nacho. A couple of times, La Joya Palmview have had opportunities, have just decided to play the ball too late in the end or have missed an opportunity for that exactly.
That's right. And I think some of it has to do with, the pre-game jitters. They really want to come out in this first half swinging and really having those opportunities to get themselves on the board early. Of course, this is a 5 o'clock game, so this is definitely an earlier time than probably these teams are used to playing. They're probably used to playing later. And I think this is going to be something interesting to also be aware of outside of the win factor.
Gets it past midfield, headed back, well defended by Leander Glen once again off the defensive work, but a huge sliding challenge to send that one out of play, passing the touchline, and a good job that time as Rafa was trying to control that possession for Leander Glen. Quickly thrown in this time, and again, possession won by La Joya Palmview. As the Lobos have been able to win the midfield battle, but just have not been able to really almost get ahead of it in a way.
That's right. And actually, now that you bring that up, winning multiple midfield one-on-ones here, is now that shot goes inside.
Opportunity, takes a strike, it's blocked.
And I was just going to say, Palmview really have been able to break away from the one-on-one opportunities midfield and to extend the play in the box. And, of course, that you just saw right there, nearly able to connect for the goal. And kudos to the defenders for Leander Glen making that stop.
Indeed, will be another throw-in for Leander. Check that free kick will be for Leander Glen. Taking that one this time is going to be Preston Parker. Parker will send this one away past midfield. In an offside position, though, as you could see, was Andres Salazar. And both teams seem to have a couple of those players where they just get a little too eager at the start and end up being offside on their positioning. Back with it, referee did not like that push in the back for sure, and that's going to be a free kick, and that will breathe a sigh of relief for La Joya Palmview.
And you mentioned, Jacob, at the beginning of the game, keep your eye on Andres Salazar. He's one of their strikers for Leander Glen. Also keep an eye on number 22, Patricio Gonzalez. He's also being utilized a bit more now as Glen begins to make a move here.
Taken right back away. Great job. Still trying to fight for it. It is going to go out of play. Believe that is going to be a goal kick. Yes, indeed. A good try, a good opportunity there, Patricio Gonzalez. So it did end up being a free kick in the end. That's what I thought, that the referee is going to be calling a strict game. It's what it seems like, Nacho. A couple of, pushes in the back, right. But sometimes a lot of referees will say, okay, we can play on early and make sure that they call the bigger fouls in the end. But right now, just trying to call a strict game and make sure that everyone plays fairly.
And that's going to be very important, especially when we get to the second half. If this game, continues to stay the way it is with a 0-0 score right now, and as games get progressively more intense, you start seeing more physicality being brought out from both teams. So great early stricting on the calls by the official.
Salazar throwing that one in, trying to control a possession, played all the way back. It'll go, as it was Rafa for a split second who controlled it. Played out wide to the right wing this time. Slowing it down. Pressure will come from La Joya Palmview to try to close down the gaps. It's going to be a long pass, and good enough for the keeper to corral just inside the box in time.
And I will tell you this now, Jacob. Rosbel Rebolloso, the goalkeeper for Palmview, does not hesitate when it comes to stepping up far from the goal. I think he's confident enough as a goalkeeper to really step up when it's needed. Of course, one of the things that makes it concerning is that it could be a careless mistake, and Leander Glen could possibly counter.
I can definitely agree with you there. That's going to be taken away, and a good opportunity for another counterattack, just like you said, for the counterattack. Has space to try and cross. Sends the toe poke inside the box. Shoulder-to-shoulder contact, says the referee, and it will be a goal kick.
And I like that call that the official let that one play on. When we get into the goal box, sometimes players with the ball will try to have a tendency of trying to just flop or possibly just kind of get the easy way out to kind of, create friction and doubt. And we'll take a second here.
This is taken away. Opportunity, chips in, hits the post.
Second chance, though. Official or the goalkeeper makes a great stop there. Rebolloso nicely hits this one away. And now will be a corner kick coming up for Leander Glen.
Leander Glen with an opportunity there. Hits off the post, and a save is made. Set piece opportunity now, but just like this, a chance to be up 1-0. Taking this corner this time, I believe that's Salazar. Will cross this one in. It looks good. That's going to be headed away. Salazar will come back, and it is going to go out for another Leander Glen corner.
That ball is going to come off from number 21 at Villanueva for the Lobos. So now Leander Glen will get a second chance here for a corner kick coming up.
Looks like Leander Glen will decide to take it normally here once again. Raises up his right hand, cross inside the box. And that service was good. It almost trying to go for almost an Olympico there. It hits the top of the crossbar and goes out of play for a goal kick for La Joya Palmview. But you have to think, Nacho, every single time you have that type of opportunity for Leander Glen, you have to start to get that more confidence basically built.
That's right. And as I see all the players on the field, I noticed Leander Glen has elected to start and shift their players a little bit more towards the La Joya Palmview side, as Palmview now trying to bring some momentum a bit back on their team to see if they can build pressure.
Indeed, and we'll get back to it as well, talking about the wind, and it really seems like the way that, of course, the soccer ball has kind of bounced forward. Yes, the advantage has gone to Leander Glenn, so trying to get those goals in that first half, of course, also means success, but at the same time, sometimes some teams play better against the wind.
That's right, and to see if Leander Glenn can use the wind as an advantage, or if La Jolla Palmview can really shut them down here in the first half so that they maybe have the win to their advantage and possibly score in the second half.
Indeed, good ball movement there to try to control it from Julian Barbosa. It is still going to be a throw-in, though, for Leander Glenn, taken quickly by Salazar once again. We've said his name a lot this time, but almost scoring, of course, a goal and taking a couple of good corner kicks. That's going to be key. It does stay in play this time from La Jolla Palmview. They'll try to play it forward. That's going to be intercepted again. Just the possession now really changing. Crossing it inside the box. Keeper on his mark to make the save.
And everybody's tuning in, and Jacob as well. A matchup you're going to want to keep an eye on is going to be on this near side between number 16, Leonardo Olmeda, versus number 22, Patricio Gonzalez, as both of them have been going head-to-head a lot already in this first half.
Indeed, that one is sent all the way in the air. As you can see, just a hang time right off of it. But able to be controlled by La Jolla Palmview, something that they'll need. Just trying to slow it down. And again, you can see there just that pressure. The space basically not to just end instantly. Basically, just it's been very well done by Leander Glenn.
That's right. And, of course, right now, as they continue to move on here, going to try to take advantage of that space to really open up and set opportunities here.
So 25 minutes left to play still in this first half as well. That one goes out of play off that right touch line for Leander Glenn. They'll have another throw. And it looks like a quick substitution coming onto the field is going to be none other than Coben Barlow.
And they're going to bring number 7, Casey Lopez, to the bench, probably get a breather and have, the coach have talked to him a little bit, see what he sees, make some adjustments. Hopefully he'll probably be brought back in and see what new approach they can make here.
Indeed. And one thing really quickly, Nacho, that I'm looking to the right side, which is where they are located. Their bench is located, to be fair. They have a full bench. So they'll have plenty of room to just continuously rotate their players compared to, well, it's kind of the same for the Lobos, but not as many as I'm seeing for none other than Leander Glenn.
And a careless mistake there for the Lobos. Leander Glenn might have an opportunity here to counter. And the Lobos get the ball right back.
Yeah, good. Trying to get that give and go, but it just did not work in the end. Good clearance away for a quick throw-in. Salazar again wanting to take it, but it is going to be stopped quickly by the referee, and he'll throw it in this time now. Again, just Leander Glenn keeping it possession, moving it back for a split second, controlled there by Gavin Brooks, and that's going to be taken away. Counterattack opportunities. That pass is going to be offside. Offside flag is raised up. And just right now, go back to it. The timing is everything,
right.
And right now, just La Jolla Palmview cannot do that.
That's right, and that's going to be a huge adjustment they're going to need to make, hopefully, in this half. If not, of course, more than likely, Coach Hernandez will address that to his players and see how they can attack later on in this matchup.
Indeed. That's definitely something that I think the halftime talk will be. We're not even halfway through this first half yet, but that's one thing that you and I can definitely see. I'm sure Coach has seen more of how he can adjust his team even throughout this match going forward, even before halftime, is that's going to be a strike from distance. Keeper will bobble it, but makes the save in the end. And a good attempt by Coben Barlow, but just not enough pace on that. Some really tough to keeper.
Now Rebelloso keeps it on the ground. Now kicks it away towards the middle of the field there. Nice pickup there by Vera. Elects to pass it back. Now they're strategizing a little bit on the short pass as they send that one away. And a clean, easy pickup there for Leander Glenn.
Yeah, that's going to be cleared back away this time. Offside flag is going to be raised. Held it down for a split second, and now we'll take the goal. It is offside. As we can see, wasn't too much. Salazar wasn't too much of a fan of that offside, but as we can see from the booth, definitely ended up being offside in the end.
Easily 5 yards away. I was surprised it took him a couple seconds to raise it up. I even was a little scared that it wasn't going to get raised, and of course, as he made the move forward, the official does raise the flag.
Yeah, indeed. Some officials like to raise it instantly. Other sideline judges sometimes will take their time. As in the end, no matter what, when it's called, it will be. So that's a good part. But another opportunity from Leander Glenn. Again, just trying to go as fast as possible. And that was a good job getting that possession by Killian Bird. That time it will be a throw-in again for Leander Glenn.
And it looks like they're going to be attacking on, towards the edges of the field here as they get a throw-in coming up, as the official quickly checking in with number 11, Julian Barbosa, making sure that cleats are, the laces of the cleats are tied. Want to make sure all the players are okay and ready to go. And, again, Leander Glenn really spreading the field on the sides, and I think they're going to be challenging the defenders on these sides.
Definitely almost a set-piece opportunity, trying to look inside that box. The throw-in actually did make it, but it is going to be cleared out of the final third by La Joya Palmview, just trying to send that one forward near midfield. Referee is going to call a halt to it as it looked like there was contact and dragged down to the ground. It is going to be a free kick for Leander Glenn, and guess what? This might be, Nacho, a set-piece opportunity.
And I think that's what it's going to come down to, It looks like Leander Glenn has now gradually shifted to a 3-man defensive scheme, and it looks like they are going to be applying a bit more pressure. Now that they maybe start being a bit more aggressive on the attack side of things, of course, Palmview are going to have to drop back a couple more as that ball sails up high, and an easy pickup there for Rebolloso and the Palmview Lobos.
Palmview Lobos easily able to control that one this time. I thought one thing was that they were going to try to go for a goal on that free kick, deciding to go short instead of really using the wind to their advantage. That was a good through ball, but better defense in the end. Back heel, onside. Defense gets right to it and has to slow it back down to play it back. Intercepted and taken right back away. Great defense from both sides, just trying to control the possession and have that opportunity. With it now is Daniel Vera trying to get that one forward, almost loses a handling, and it will be played back, but just too soft on that pass. Intercepted once again back to midfield, and the Lobos will have to reset. Meanwhile, trying to get it forward. Offside flag will stay down. Inside cross. Turn around. It's wide left.
And actually, the goalkeeper does get a touch on that, so it will be a corner kick coming up for the Palmview Lobos. Let's see if they're able to convert here on this kick.
Set-piece opportunity. First corner kick conceded by Leander Glenn. Opportunity now. Steps back about 5 steps onto the track. We'll send this one. It's going to be far right post. Headed back inside. Trying to take a strike. Still loose and deflected again. Out this time, I believe, for a corner kick off the right corner flag.
And you are correct, Jacob. La Joya Palmview now trying to bring some pressure in the box for the goalkeeper. Leander Glenn graciously gets that one away. And let's see how they attack this time, if they keep it towards the far side or they elect to center it more towards the middle.
Raises up his right hand. It looks like there's possibly some contact in the box that the referee does not like right now. And he will be talking to them, making sure that everything is good. And we should get a resumption of play right about now. Again, stepping back a couple of steps here. Sends it inside the box. It's going to be low. And the keeper will just fall in it there. It was loose inside the box for a split second, but able to control it. And now Leander Glenn will try for a counterattack themselves. Sends it past midfield. But again, as you can notice as well, from even the TV standpoint and just everyone, Nacho, is that it looks like it's more of a 4-man defense for La Joya Palmview at some points.
And now I think now that Leander Glenn got some pressure from the Lobos, they went back to a 4-man defense, so something that they'll probably be shifting throughout the game, something to keep an eye on.
Opens it up off to the left. Will lay it off for his teammate, but that's just going to go out of play, and it is going to be a La Joya Palmview throw-in. I like the idea there that time from Leander Glenn, but it just did not work out as a throw will be taken by Leonardo Olmeda. Olmeda throws it in, headed back near midfield. No one was there, and it's just going to be cleared away by Leander Glenn again with an opportunity to get that one near the right touch line, and just a little bit too much off the pace goes out of play.
Now, here's what I'm seeing. We mentioned 3-man, 4-man defense for Leander Glenn. They're utilizing number 10 there on the near side of your screen. As the ball progresses towards the Palmview side, they're bringing him towards the goal as an extra player to possibly strike. And then when they have to move back on defense, then they'll utilize him as the 4th man. As a substitution now gets made, just like it's going to be number 9, Corey Rodriguez checking in for the Grizzlies, and they're going to bring number 4, Gavin Brooks, to the bench.
So Gavin Brooks will come in for none other than Corey, and that's going to be Corey Rodriguez to be exact. That's going to be an interesting substitution. Save will be made by the keeper once again for La Joya Palmview. We'll send that one forward, and again, we'll just make it to midfield, which is very impressive with, again, the wind to their front. But can the Lobos control that possession? A long through ball forward. That's going to be deflected. Opportunity now. Has help inside the box. Trying for the cross. It's loose. Couldn't get on the end of it.
And it's just that extra step that the Grizzlies are making to avoid Palmview with just enough space and time to connect for the goal. Another great defensive stop for Leander Glenn.
Yeah, indeed, as you can just see off the replay, we'll go back to full screen for you all for that throw-in by the Lobos of La Joya Palmview. Will throw this one in short. Trying to cross that one back inside, and the keeper will just make a save in the end. Opportunities on both ends, but right now it's shifted a little bit more towards La Joya Palmview. That's been an interesting thing, Nacho, of how the adjustment, we talked about it, and it seems like it has worked itself out, fixed itself basically, I'm sure, by the head coach subbing in a couple of players and doing all that.
That's right. I noticed Palmview, their strikers are kind of hanging back a little bit more behind, from the numerous offsides early in this first half. And now that they're being aware of where the defenders are playing, I think that's where they're able to attack and possibly create these shots in the goal.
Indeed, that's going to be cleared away. Controlled once again by La Joya Palmview, trying to send that one forward. That's just going to be a shot on target.
And I was very surprised. Nearly got double-teamed there, but both defenders for Leander Glenn elected to keep themselves a bit with some distance, and the goalkeeper making a good stop. And the goalkeeper for Leander Glenn, number 0, Preston Maran.
And that's going to be headed away, and now here come Leander Glenn and the Grizzlies with an opportunity. Andres Salazar will throw it in quickly. But again, just the Grizzlies not being able to control that possession around that. They're about 40 yards or so outside of goal has been a problem here late in this first half.
And I like that play on call by the official. Was aware that, no contact was made. It was all ball there on that steal. And now Palmview is on the move here as they drop it back to the goalkeeper. It now sends it to the far side.
Indeed, trying to get it as wide as possible. Another long ball near midfield. Offside flag is up in the end, though. Though there was, I believe, a touch by the defender. But either way, it will go back. It is going to be a free kick, Leander Glenn.
And Coach Killian sending number 7, Lopez, being ready to be subbed back in, as I mentioned. We're probably going to give him a little bit of rest. Going to play him in right now in the next few minutes, or possibly now. And there is the signal by the side official. And let's see what Coach Killian saw already in this first half and see how they utilize Casey Lopez here as this first half continues.
Yeah, indeed. What a first half it has been as well. Still 0-0 your score. 13 minutes and about 30 seconds left to play here in this first half. Both sides have had their opportunities to try and score a goal. We'll see who can break out first. Opportunity, though, this time for Coben Barlow and none other than Leander Glenn, as that one was halted pretty quickly. Played all the way back. It'll go. And, of course, the referee did halt it. Free kick. Here comes a set-piece opportunity for the Grizzlies once again.
And that's number 3, Cohen Barlow for Leander Glenn. A bit shaken up there as he was heavily pressured by a pack of Lobos, no pun intended there, Jacob, as Leander Glenn now sets up for the free kick.
Indeed, Preston Parker will take the free kick this time. Referee making sure that the Lobos are 10 yards back, at least for one person right there. We'll get you his name very quickly. That was Daniel Vera. That's going to be sent away. Sends a dummy. Cross inside the box. It looks good. That's headed away. Not out of danger just yet. That should be a corner. Yes, it is. Corner kick conceded by the Lobos here. Will be off the right corner flag for the Grizzlies, and it will be none other than one of our favorite players, Andres Salazar, to take this set piece opportunity for the Grizzlies of Leander Glen. Takes 5 steps back. Raises up his left hand. Will send it into the box. That's going to be headed away. Still near the final third. Finally cleared away. As I say that, it was a dangerous pass. And good job by the Lobos to clear that one away and just trying to control it, playing it out of their own end.
And a great defense stop there again by Palmview. As now a move gets made one-on-one there as Leander Glen graciously kicks it away. Palmview back with possession.
Good 1-2 touch there. Keeper off his line. A little bit too much off that pass. Save will be made. We'll send this one away off that right side near the box. Past midfield. Lobos of Palmview will just control it. That's actually played dangerously and just will be sent away. Miscommunication there as the probably could have just guarded it all the way back to the keeper.
Yeah, and these are coach mistakes that you cannot have happen, especially this deep in the playoffs, because at any given moment, either team can take advantage of it and possibly get themselves on the board.
Definitely have to agree there. Long strike. That one goes wide right of the post. A good try there by Coben Barlow, but just off target in the end. Not really testing the keeper that time. Trying to send everyone back. And that's going to be a good send away, but just a little bit too much off that right. Trying to get to, once again, Daniel Vera. Leander Glen throw very quickly. Substitution for Leander Glen as well. Gavin Brooks comes onto the field onto the field for Corey Rodriguez. Sends that one away, and that's headed out of play by a Lobo, and it is going to go out of play for a throw-in. Vidal Villanueva is trying to keep that one in play for Palmview. Quickly thrown in by Coben Barlow. Trying to create that one. We'll have to play it all the way back near midfield to the right side. Cross inside to the box. We'll just watch it go out of play. Goal kick.
And Leander Glen strategically just letting that ball roll out. Of course, if they would have made contact and an obvious offsides call would have been made, they would rather just have Palmview set up for a goal kick.
So playing all the way back to the keeper. We'll send this one away.
And it's going to be Vera keeping this in play as he goes back, as the Lobos looking to attack here quickly, and a good backwards pass has the distance here for Vera.
Offside flag stays down. Sets it up, strike, saved. Well, cleared away, I should say.
Yeah, and again, Leander Glen not giving up on the one-on-one, especially as Palmview continues to build this pressure as they quickly throw this one in now.
So quickly thrown in, trying to get it inside the box. On the outside, cross inside now, deflected away. A good clearance by the Grizzlies. Will just reset for Palmview to have another opportunity. It's really been an open first half. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. 0-0, your score still. The keeper way off his line, as that one was a high-flying ball. It makes the save in the end.
And it looks like the Grizzlies are going to be utilizing Barlow just a bit more, especially on the edge, as he sends this one in towards the middle. Easy pick up there by the Lobos, and a quick steal back from the Grizzlies. And now we just have some back and forth possession changes. Palmview looking to attack from the far side.
Off that left touchline, trying to cross that one in. Again, create some space. And we'll finally cross it in. Keeper stays back. Believe that's gotten to none other than Vera.
And Veda keeping protection of the ball there as he tries to move the ball upfield. And a good steal there by Barlow. Now he'll be able to move quickly for the Grizzlies.
Back to Barlow. Back it will go once again. Controlled that time by none other than Ivan Garcia. Trying to get that one forward again. Able to get it to his teammate quickly to none other than Patricio Gonzalez. And still Leander Glenn controlling their possession as best as possible. Taken back away by La Joya Palmview. Off that left wing. Near the left touchline. Will slow it down. Trying to create some space and getting it to his teammate. Able to do so. Back heel will be a little dangerous there. It will hit off the referee. And he will call a halt. And it will be a drop ball coming up next. And that should be with, yes indeed, it will be with Leander Glenn. They'll send that one away near midfield. Dangerous midfield pass, though. Controlled by none other than... Well, right now, no one, and that's going to be headed back away by the Lobos, trying to control that one. It does cross the touchline, goes out of play, and it is going to be none other than a Grizzly throw by Coben Barlow. We'll take that one quickly.
And a great contested one-on-one matchup there as the Grizzlies make a good move here on the near side, and now they're going to move the ball up ahead.
Sends it into the box. Away, just the first touch was a little bit too much, and we'll stall out this attack. Strike saved!
And a great job by Rebolloso, staying composed in the box, just letting that play develop. And then, of course, once he sees the strike from the Grizzlies, makes a great save there for Palmview.
Play on, says the referee as well. There was a little bit of contact, but the referee letting them play. Sends it forward, has an opportunity to try and take a strike, deciding to pass it, and will lose it. Great defensive work by the Grizzlies once again near that final third. But it will just halt the attack from the Lobos as at the time being, basically. With it now was Leonardo Olmeda. But we'll have to play it all the way back, and they'll send it back to the keeper, who will send that one near midfield. And out of play it goes. Substitution on the field for none other than Leander Glenn. Coming onto the field will be none other than Levi Brazil. So comes onto the field that time for none other than Killian Bird. It's been an interesting first half of play, like we mentioned. Still 0-0, 5 minutes left to play. Neither side really trying to allow that first go-ahead goal. Almost a quick throw in.
And the official will stop him, move back a little bit there.
Indeed. Coben Barlow again trying to throw that one in, able to control it. Almost was none other than Andres Salazar, but that is cleared back away. So throw and taken again off that left side. Trying to clear it away, but just cannot control the possession. He will be grabbed in the back. It is going to be a free kick for none other than La Joya Palmview High School. Send this one away near midfield. Cleared back away. Tripped up, and yes, indeed, was being grabbed a little bit. And that's going to be a free kick. Was being grabbed that time by Patricio Gonzalez. Just, of course, trying to keep an eye out for who's really creating some of the fouls because, well, you and I both know, Nacho, that the referee's keeping a tab on that to make sure that nothing, that they know how many strikes basically each player has for that. But back to the action in front once again. Leander Glenn back with it, has help off the left side. Will decide to use the through ball. It's a good ball this time, trying to get there, though, and out of play.
And a great job by Joel Martinez, not allowing Barlow to get any contact with the ball, with possession, to set up for a goal opportunity. And that will just award Palmview a goal kick, and now keeping it on the ground, now kicking it up towards the middle of the field.
Indeed. Lobos able to control the possession. Once again, 3 minutes left to play here in this first half of action. Trying to send it forward. And just a little bit too easy off of the touch that time, but able to get it back was Esteban Briones for a split-second opportunity now, trying to send that through ball, or cross to be exact. That one will cross the touchline, goes out of play. Another throw-in for Palmview. And a good opportunity here. Daniel Vera will not actually take the throw. It's going to be none other than Leonardo Olmeda. 2 minutes.
Substitution now coming in, number 8, Emmanuel Briones checking in for the Lobos with under 3 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, 2:24 left to play to be exact. Throws it in, trying to get it inside the box a little bit far to the right, and it is going to be cleared away this time. Trying to hit that one back, but not able to. Counterattack opportunity, contact in the back. Referee still saying play on, trying to weave his way through defenders. And that was a grab from behind. It's a free kick for none other than the Lobos. So free kick for La Joya Palmview High School. And for a minute there, Nacho, I thought that could have gone either way too, yeah.
That's right. I was going to say, you know, from the perspective of a Leander Glen fan, I would say, why didn't it get called the other way? You know, officials have their reasonings. Unfortunately, we're not in those conversations. But Palmview looking to counter here quick. Yeah,
indeed. Daniel Vera trying to control that one. Through ball, sent forward. Offside flag stays down. And what a slide tackle to save a goal from potentially being scored.
And Preston Parker does a really great job sliding it, playing purely on the ball there and not allow the Palmview Lobos to set up for a strike.
Indeed. We'll go all the way back. Throws it in. And it's still in that final third. Controls it with his left boot. Played out wide. Cross inside the box. Header. Saved. Just not enough pace on it. 45 seconds left. Might have been maybe the final chance in this first half for the Lobos of La Joya Palmview High School to be exact, as that one goes out of play.
And if that ball would have slightly went to the right side, that would have been a great header goal for the Lobos. But of course, easy pickup by the goalkeeper.
Good defensive work by the Lobos there, but it is a corner kick set piece opportunity and will be taken by none other than Patricio Gonzalez on that right corner flag. Steps about 3 to 4 steps back, raises up both his hands. 10 seconds now, sends it into the box, headed away, back forward it goes, still with it. And it is going to be cleared away. That's how we are going to end halftime. What a chance there.
Wow.
But it stays 0-0. Both sides with opportunities right at the end of the first half. How about that?
And if you were not nervous in those last 10 seconds, the ball was in the ground or on the ground for those last 10 seconds. Nobody with clear possession. Ball could have ricocheted in any direction it wanted to, but the Lobos with enough time to just keep control of it in the end, not allow Leander to score in that box. That's going to bring us to a 0-0 game here at the half.
Yeah, before, of course, we go to the break, show you all of the highlights. Nacho, of course, final thoughts from this first half.
All that and more coming up here on the RSON. Of course, if you're on this stream, you know, feel free to like and share wherever you may be watching this game from. And, of course, we're going to have a great second half coming up in just a bit.
Yeah, indeed. 40 minutes down, 40 minutes to go. I'm Jacob Young, joined by Nacho here on the RSLN Network. We will be right back to bring you all this second half as well as the halftime highlights. Stay tuned.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry-standard iCar Academy to get you job-ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Camanis Field. This is going to be very interesting once again. Already slipping on the turf, taken away. Here come Leander Glenn. Through ball, on the way, inside the box. Save is going to be made. Taken away once again. One thing to look out for is going to be the midfield. And just the possession one as that through ball is in. Takes a strike just wide out of it in a way.
That's right. And actually, now that you bring that up, winning multiple midfield one-on-ones here, is now that shot goes inside.
Opportunity, takes a strike, gets blocked.
Flop, or possibly just kind of get the easy way out to kind of, create friction and doubt. And we'll take a second here.
This is taken away. Opportunity, chips in, hits the post.
Doubt, and we'll take a second here.
This is taken away. Opportunity, chips in, hits the post.
Second chance, though. Official or the goalkeeper makes a great stop there. Rebelloso.
Next time from La Joya Palmview, they'll try to play it forward. That's going to be intercepted again. Just a possession now really changing. Crossing it inside the box. Keeper on his mark to make the scene more of how he can adjust his team even throughout this match going forward, even before halftime, as that's going to be a strike from distance. Keeper will bobble it, but makes the save, and the Lobos will have to reset. Meanwhile, trying to get it forward. Offside flag will stay down. Inside cross. Turned around. It's wide left. 5 steps onto the track. We'll send this one. It's going to be far right post. Headed back inside. Trying to take a strike. Still loose and deflected again. Now. Again, stepping back a couple of steps here. Sends it inside the box. It's going to be low. And the keeper will just fall. But can the Lobos control that possession? A long through ball forward. That's going to be deflected. Opportunity now. Has help inside the box. Trying for the cross. It's loose. Couldn't get on. That throw-in by the Lobos of La Joya Palmview. Will throw this one in short. Trying to cross that one back inside. And the keeper will... Indeed, that's going to be cleared away. Controlled once again by La Joya Palmview, trying to send that one forward. That's just going to be a shot on target. We'll get you his name very quickly. That was Daniel Vera. That's going to be sent away. Sends a dummy. Cross inside the box. It looks good. That's headed away. Not out of danger just yet. That should be a corner. Yes, it is.
One-on-one there as Leander Glenn graciously kicks it away. Palmview back with possession.
Good 1-2 touch there. Keeper off his line a little bit too much.
Either team can take advantage of it and possibly get themselves on the board.
Definitely have to agree there. A long strike. That one goes wide.
The Lobos looking to attack here quickly, and a good backwards pass. Has the distance here for Vera.
Offside flag stays down. Sets it up. Strike saved. Have another opportunity. It's really been an open first half. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. 0-0, your score still. The keeper way off his line as that one was.
Grizzlies make a good move here on the near side, and now they're going to move the ball up ahead.
Sends it into the box. Away, just the first touch was a little bit too much, and we'll stall out this attack. Strike saved.
Here quick.
Yeah, indeed. Daniel Vera trying to control that one. Through ball, sent forward. Offside flag stays down. And what a slide tackle. And it's still in that final third. Controls it with his left boot. Played out wide. Cross inside the box. Header. Saved.
And if that ball would have slightly went to the right side, that would have been a great header goal for the Lobos. But, of course, easy pickup by the goalkeeper.
Good defensive work. Sends it into the box. Headed away. Back forward it goes. Still with it. And it is going to be cleared away. That's how we are going. Camanis Field.
¿Cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres? Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. I've come a long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Second half is just about to be upon us. Once again, I'm Jacob Young, joined by none other than Nacho. How are you doing, sir? What are your expectations for this second half?
And you know, the first half, we talked about it, the first 5 to 10 minutes, both teams were really just coming out swinging, multiple offsides flags, not holding anything back from trying to score early on. Then you started to see the momentum going towards the Leander Glenn side, really trying to spread the field on the edges here. And then, of course, the last 10 minutes or so, the Palmview Lobos now looking to attack again. And, you know, you mentioned before the game, you know, the wind could be a factor, could favor them, could, you know, go against them. as now these teams will switch. Let's see what adjustments they make. I would really like to see a little bit more urgency from Palmview, really creating more opportunities, especially utilizing number 7, Vera, and see if they can get him the ball to score. And, of course, over on the Leander Glenn side, again, I mentioned the strikers, number 2, Andres Salazar, and number 22, Patricio Gonzalez. Let's see if they can get the ball fed to them and see if they can score here in the second half.
100%. Yeah, I definitely agree. It's going to be interesting the way that both teams have played. Referee pointed to both sides. We're back underway. We go for this second half as it is 0-0 your score from this first half. It's going to be an exciting second half once again here on Rio Sports Live Network. Leander Glenn trying to send that one forward, able to do so just a little bit too much on it, and it does go out of play. One thing that we did talk about before we went back here in the second half is going to be, well, now, of course, the Lobos of La Joya Palmview have the wind to their backs. Can that be the key for La Joya Palmview to get that first goal?
And right away, I'm noticing number 9, Fabian Montalvo, just really attacking the ball early on against Leander Glenn. As Palmview trying to keep possession here, they'll get it taken away by the Grizzlies, and now they'll try to be on the move as the offside flag comes up by the side official. Palmview can reset here and look to attack yet again.
Indeed. We'll wait and see, of course, as, yes, the offside flag does come up. It is going to be a free kick for La Joya Palmview. You can see how high up is that one. Basically a shot on target for the keeper in the end. I was about to say, you can see how high up the keeper is. There was something brewing, and sure enough, we saw exactly what it was. But meanwhile, La Joya Palmview trying to control that possession and he was trying to play the ball, but ended up just getting his cleat, unfortunately. And, well, it's going to be a Leander free kick.
Now, I knew Rebolloso liked to step up in the box just like he is right now as he begins to gradually take a step back. I did not think he had that opportunity to make a shot on goal there.
Yeah, indeed. Unfortunately, didn't really test the keeper as another offside flag is up. And now, really quickly, before we get back to that, we're seeing, Nacho, the offside flags are starting to come up more for Leander Glenn. Now they're struggling to find that second from the offside trap, to be exact.
And it's that win factor that you brought up in the first half, Jacob. You know, I really do see this could be something that could go against the Grizzlies here as they try to make an attack there, and it looks like it's going to be contact there on the head from number 4 or on number 4 for Palmview. So the official will get a check on to see if he's okay.
Yeah, just halting play, no stoppage. It's just going to be a free kick for the Lobos of Palmview, but you saw right after as well, and I believe our camera caught it too, that it was good sportsmanship. He came over, apologized, and all was well in the end as we continue play. Beautiful back heel work right there, Nacho. As that one goes out of play, we were about to say the same thing.
That's right. And these are the things that Palmview are going to have to connect, especially if they're going to be spreading the field just like Leander Glenn did in the first half, you know. And I think that could be the difference maker. Who's going to get that extra touch? Who's going to get the advantage of the distance here? And who's going to be able to connect for a goal?
Yeah, trying to just play that one short as did lose possession, and it's back to Leander Glenn. Here come the Grizzlies now off the counter. Has help off the right side. Plays it forward. Offside flag stays down. One-on-one, and a great slide challenge to halt the attack as it does go out of play. It is still going to be a Leander Glenn throw, but it stays 0-0 for now.
And a great response to the attack from Leander Glenn, especially on that one-on-one there. Was the last opportunity before he was going to be solo against Rebolloso. And now Leander Glenn will be forced for the throw-in.
Bird throws it in, trying to head that one back. And he'll play it off the bounce this time to make the save. Sends it away, past midfield again. This might work. Offside flag is up. I didn't know whether or not it was. But again, sideline judge waiting, making sure that just in case he doesn't touch the ball, the play can continue. And sure enough, right as he did, offside flag is raised. Referee sees it, and it's called.
And, you know, if those of you that might be wondering why the flag had not been raised yet, I think he was trying to wait to see who was going to make the play there on the ball. And it was Palmview that made, you know, the initial contact, which, of course, is going to give the offside. And it looked even, so I think that's why the official decided to see who would make that contact.
Indeed. But here come the Palmview Lobos again. I think that one's going to be offside. Yes, indeed. He was off. It's going to hit the back of the net, but the offside flag is raised. Just did not time his run in the end.
And that one was a bit more obvious. That's why I shook my head, because I was thinking to myself, if he makes contact, this is a more clear call by the official there.
Yeah, just both teams getting very excited, having that opportunity, trying to score that goal. The go-ahead goal to be exact, but it just stays 0-0 at the moment. Free kick from Leander Glenn will be sent away that time by Preston Parker, trying to get that one and connected near midfield. But again, just the Palmview Lobos right now, as that's going to be advantage played and well done by the main referee to keep it. But that's just going to be cleared away.
Yeah, and I think some of the Palmview players were a bit hesitant to see if the official was going to blow his whistle. I think he just wanted to see how the play would develop as the official now makes a stop signal. And it's going to be a yellow card against Leander Glenn. Could have been for that contact there earlier.
I think that's what he's going back to. Indeed, for the yellow card. We'll get to wait and see who it was exactly. Yes, indeed. That's going to be none other than Casey Lopez. He'll get the first booking of the match, and now into the match will be none other than Coben Barlow back in.
And it's going to be interesting to see how they utilize Barlow here in the second half, as he became, somewhat of a threat against Palmview Lobos towards the second part of the first half, as La Joya now gets lined up for the free kick.
We'll take it quickly. Able to control it, but just a little bit too much of a first touch, trying to kill it, to be exact, as they call it, near that right post, or right touch line, to be exact. A little bit too far off that through ball, goes out of play. Just enough for a goal kick.
And again, another great job from Leander Glenn, defender there, not allowing the Palmview Lobos to get contact with the ball, just letting it roll out, giving a couple of seconds to just reset and see what the Grizzlies can create here on the attacking end.
Definitely agree with it once more. It is a goal kick for Leander Glenn. We'll send this one away off his left boot. That one goes and will be controlled now by the Lobos of none other than Palmview High School, trying to get that one forward. Good through ball off near the right, just trying to control it, but just well defended right there, both right next to each other. It has worked out a treat for none other than Leander Glenn. But again, threatening to score have been the Lobos of Palmview more than it has been for Leander Glenn in the last, let's say, about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. And I mentioned the first half, the one-on-one you're going to want to watch was number 2, Andres Salazar, going up against, can't remember his name off the top of my head, Olmeda, from Palmview on the near side. Now we're going to look at the far side here in this second half. It looks like it's going to be number 10 from Glenn. That's going to be Rafa going up against number 20, Eliel Gallegos, I believe.
A lot of contact made there. Referee will say play on, though. Takes a strike from distance. That's going to go wide left of the post. And it is a goal kick. So a goal kick, and it's interesting, of course, that's Malachi Salinas. I believe he has not decided to take the goal kicks. Instead, lets a field player take it. I believe that's going to be Killian Bird this time. We'll send that one away. It's going to go near midfield. And again, Leander Glenn able to control the possession so far. We'll send that one away. Headed back and cleared. Back to the keeper it goes. We'll save it. And wanting everyone to go down the field as best as possible. And just again, slow build up for the Lobos, trying to do exactly that. Loses possession, though. Close to the final third. And again, just able to control it. Counterattack opportunity. Has numbers forward. Good through ball back to Garcia. Still Garcia. Trying to find space. Able to do so with the pass back. Cross inside the box. Headed back away. Trying to get that one to none other than Andres Salazar. Loose ball near midfield. Taken right back away by the Lobos. of La Joya Palmview. There was almost an opportunity to try to make a counterattack. That's just going to be toe poked past the touchline off that left side, and it is going to be a throw-in for none other than, once again, La Joya Palmview.
And now substitution being made. In comes number 6, Samuel Martinez, checking in for number 20, Eliel Gallegos. And now we're going to keep an eye on that side as well, with Martinez now checking in.
Yeah, opens up, of course, a lot of options there, but here come Leander Glenn getting the interception. And again, Salazar just playing that one back left. And we'll send a long through ball. It was deflected. This one could work, and a great sliding challenge again. Both sides really testing that as well, because sometimes there can be perfect slide challenges. Other times, sometimes they just get it wrong, and unfortunately also with potentially studs up. Meanwhile, though, gets it inside the box and cleared just out of the final third. It is a Leander Glenn throw and an opportunity now to make a difference. Throw-in will be taken short. Controlled this time by Frazier.
And it looks like contact is going to be made in the box. The official raises his flag, and actually it's going to be the offsides rather than the contact. So the Lobos are going to look out here from that pressure. Now they'll get to be able to send this one away.
Indeed, sends this one away. Under half an hour left to play in the second half this time. 29 minutes, 35 seconds to be exact, inside of Cabinets Field. And it's been a great match so far, with, of course, still waiting for that go-ahead goal here by either side. It does go out of play, and it is going to be another throw-in, but first a substitution, as I believe that's going to be none other than Jose Zambrano coming onto the field for the Lobos of Palmview High School. We'll play that one short this time. Good give and go. Takes a strike from distance, popped up, loose ball still, and picked up by the keeper. In the end, keeps it 0-0.
And a great second chance effort by the goalkeeper from Leander Glenn, not allowing Palmview to get a touch on it to go past him for an open net there, as now Leander Glenn makes a move on the near side.
Indeed. With that opportunity, gets inside. Cleared back away by the Lobos, but not out of danger just yet. Save will be made. A little bit of an appeal for a handball by the Grizzlies, but the referee says nothing to it and will play on.
Was about to make a note of that as well, Jacob, and unfortunately, officials will let down play on. If you're a Leander Glenn fan, probably not happy with that.
Still back inside the final third. Trying to create space, strike just wide right of the post. Opportunity there, just misses. And it is going to be, yes, indeed, a goal kick after some substitutions. But interesting, of course, to note right there. We take a look back at that almost goal from the Lobos, but back to the action in front.
And they'll be checking in number 5, Lalo Botello, and number 15, I believe, Levi Brazil for Leander Glenn.
Sends a through ball. Just goes a little bit too far out of play. Leander Glenn throw once more will be by Killian Bird. Bird throws it in. Keeps it near the right touch line, but a little bit too close for comfort there. As it did cross it, it goes out of play, and it is going to be another throw.
And Palmview now will get the substitution request. In comes number 12, Giovanni Gonzalez, checking in for number 10, Hector Garcia. Now, Giovanni Gonzalez got the dagger goal when I covered this team against Brownsville Rivera on Tuesday. So this is a player you're going to want to keep an eye on as they look to attack here in the second half.
Plays it all the way back. It will go. Trying to send that one forward again.
I like the no call there by the official. Palmview Lobos continue to move the ball up.
Indeed, it's up to the official now, and yes, he will stop play, as it did go out of play. Crossing the touchline off of the far side, off to our right. That will be, of course, the Grizzlies' left.
And this is a checkup here. No stoppage of time, so a substitution not needed for Leander Glenn.
He's getting back with it, trying to play a good through ball. Almost intercepted. And possession now won back by the Lobos near midfield. Sends it forward. And just too far out of play. It is going to be a goal kick. So goal kick for Leander Glenn. Once again, 25 minutes left to play in this second half. Takes 4 steps back. We'll send this one away near midfield. Played back once again. Try to play it short. Contact made kind of off the ball. Play still continues. Able to control it. Offside flag is up. Saw that one. He looked offside right as the pass was, and sure enough, that was the call. Referee was a little bit quicker to make that one, but sure enough, offside in the end stays 0-0.
And I could tell Giovanni Gonzalez was very eager to pass that to his teammate, Daniel Vera, here on the near side. And, you know, they had that open opportunity. It just went too far ahead, and offside flag comes up.
Headed back away. Sent forward. Able to get that one around. That was Martinez. Still loose, goes out of play, and it is going to be a throw for the Lobos once again at Palmview High School. Trying to quickly take it. We'll slow it down for a split second, and now throw and taken. Advantage will be played in the end. Offside flag is up. Was offside when the pass was taken. Was just waiting for that official call, and sure enough, 0-0 still your score. 23 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in this second half of action.
And as these offside calls continue to get drawn up, I'm trying to think, you know, from a coach perspective, you know, how am I going to be attacking my opposing team if both of us are electing to keep defenders up? Of course, with this free kick, they're going to have to draw back. But as it goes on, you know, we're still trying to figure out how this is going to work out.
Indeed. But that is in! Back of the net it goes! Was that what we think it was?
Rebolloso just sent that away for a goal, Jacob. And Palmview gets the goal first here this afternoon.
Instant replay. That was not touched.
No.
Looking at the instant replay to make sure. Rebolloso with no... Wait, did we just see a goalie goal? Back to the action in front. Rebolloso, he tried it once in the early goings, and then once again puts the Lobos up 1-0. And guess what? Right there, Nacho, the Lobos were still trying to go for another goal right after that. That's something to, of course, always keep an eye on, is those first 15 seconds from when that goal is scored, because that's when the opposition that just scored is always the most vulnerable on the defensive side.
And actually, they're going to take back the goal. I think
they did.
Yeah, I think it did look like it from this end. But hey, again, like I mentioned, Rebolloso has no issue whatsoever trying to move up forward from the box when he's defending the net. Now it looks like he has no issue trying to take shot attempts, or of course, what it looks like it's going to be a pass ends up looking like it's going to be a shot attempt.
So, yeah, that was no goal. I thought it was going to be a goal for a split second, but referee says no on that, and we'll go back to it. Still 0-0 your score. And Leander Glenn have to be breathing a sigh of relief. Because all of a sudden, when we thought it was a goal, still 0-0 your score. And almost halfway through this second half as well.
And many fans just reacting, I think from the angle that they had, obviously they're closer on that side than we are. Looked in, but of course it kind of ends up being on the outside. And, looking back, Palmview is now beginning to attack a bit more and showing no sign of stopping with about 22 minutes left to go.
Indeed, that one's going to be sent away. Played out short. Here come the Lobos once again off the attack. Sending the through ball. Offside flag was going to be up, but it will stay down as it was deflected out for a Lobo throw. Quickly to be taken by Giovanni Gonzalez. That one will just be sent wide and out of play it goes. So what a match we have so far. 21 minutes left to play here in this second half. We stay 0-0. There was a ball that went into the back of the net, but it was called back to be exact. And sure enough, Leander Glenn, of course, struggling to try to get it back past midfield and really just we all know all they need is one opportunity, Nacho, but just have not had that really happen here in the second half. As I say that, could this be a commentator curse? We'll find out shortly. Sets it up. Had a chance to take the strike. Now goes for it. Save made. also able to calmly pick it back up and on guard that time.
Yeah, and this is something to keep an eye on as we have about 20 minutes left to go here in the second half. With all the opportunities Palmview had to attack with the ball, how are their defenders going to react when Leander Glenn brings up this pressure? Are they going to keep doing a great job with contested one-on-one, competitions, or are they going to possibly have a careless mistake that could give Leander Glenn a chance to score?
Yeah, that one goes out of play. Quickly will be thrown in by Andres Salazar. Salazar trying to get that one forward again. Controlled opportunity. It's in the box. Referee says no play on.
And I like that agreement. It definitely looked like both players were playing on the ball. Both of them trip up towards one another, just trying to keep it in play. And, of course, that ball is going to roll out of bounds, so goal kick coming up for Palmview.
Indeed. And Nacho, right as that contact happened, my eyes were directly on the main referee to make sure. Will he point to the spot or will he say, get up, let's play on? And that's exactly what he ended up doing, playing on with an opportunity now for the Lobos, trying to cross that one inside the box. Still with it, strike and misses. Swing and a miss to be exact, and that's cleared back away.
And, of course, we mentioned the official kind of playing a strict game, but also making sure that they have even
offside flag is up in the end. That one will go over the goal. It happened so fast, Nacho, just like that. But it was – that one, to me, looked a little bit closer. But, again, he had the better opportunity to see it off that right side. So, maybe, of course, my eyes were deceiving me. But it is offside, and it is going to be a free kick for none other than – Leander Glenn Grizzlies.
And as the clock continues to wind down towards the end of the second half, you start to think, a little bit more pressure, a little more, a little more adrenaline starting to kick in a bit possibly, and all it's going to take is to see who can find that open shot for a goal.
Indeed, that one goes out of play for the time being, and it is going to go back. Takes a long strike, saved. Comes back to it, making sure that it didn't pop out as well. And sure enough, that's exactly what ended up happening. On the counterattack, though. Keeps it in play. Here comes Palmview once more. Tried to send it forward. Intercepted once again. Good job by Casey Lopez. And Leander Glenn again, the Grizzlies with an opportunity. Sends a long through ball and won't get there in time. It will just be played back to the keeper. And I also will send this one away in a dangerous area, and that's going to be headed all the way back. It goes. Misjudged by Leander Glenn. Tripped up. That's going to be a free kick. Anything more? Looks like He is reaching to his back pocket. Stops the time. Is this? Yes, indeed. Freeze talking, he had the yellow card. He did show it.
But they are being substituted, so I think
I
curious
believe
to know.
that.
I don't know if he saw it.
Yeah. So that's going to be. And I thought for a split second how quickly he pulled out in his back pocket for the yellow card. That was going to be for flopping, but no, Caden Frazier is booked. He will go to the bench, and now a set piece opportunity with a real chance in at goal, too, with the win to their backs. That's going to be taken by none other than Julian Barbosa. Barbosa also standing over it. Wilson a dummy, and now Barbosa to take it. Will go low, just enough for the keeper, blocking that right post, makes the save, and will send this one back away. Heading towards the right side, will most likely bounce with an opportunity, headed forward, I should say. And the Lobos keep it in play.
Now, those of you watching at home who might feel like that was not enough contact for yellow, you got to understand that he had an opportunity to score had he not been held, and that's why the yellow card came up by the official.
Exactly. That was contact. There's an opportunity, meaning, well, it was not going to be offside. Chance at a shot saved.
And you saw number 11 there from Leander Glenn, who stopped. He thought it would have been offsides. Ivan Garcia. And, you know, the coach says, no, it was not contacted by us. That was from Palmview. You had a chance to create something. These careless mistakes, Jake, I'm telling you, might be the difference.
Indeed, both sides right now making an equal amount of them as well, just inches away from scoring on both ends at the moment. But I think right now, Leander Glenn, they kind of have the advantage here, having a couple more opportunities late. Sends it out wide, opportunity to cross inside the box, and does. That was deflected. Rabbi also got on the end of it. No one there, though, to really finish the job. And all the way back, Salazar will have to go for it, and we'll throw it in quickly.
And that ball did not go out of bounds. Number 2 actually got it from the football line rather than the soccer line, so that's going to be a handball. Palmview can counter here quick.
That's what I was thinking as well. Meanwhile, it is deflected. Now it's out of play. Nacho, now will still be a throw-in for the Palmview Lobos further down the field.
And these are the careless mistakes we've been talking about. Palmview continue to create opportunity here to try to attack.
Indeed. Trying to cross that one forward. Does go out of play. I think that should be a corner. Referee will say no, goal kick. So it did go out of play just in time before Leander Glenn even got to it. So that is going to be taken for it. Sends it through. Muscled off the ball that time. And now, La Joya Palmview have that possession. Keeper comes off his line. Almost just patted that one away, but we'll save it in the end.
Official won't call a foul on the push in the box against Leander Glenn. He'll let that one play on as the goalkeeper for the Grizzlies kicks this one away.
Yeah, good opportunity there as well for a split second at Casey Lopez trying to send that one forward. That's going to be cleared away. Try to get it back. That one goes out of play in the end. So goes out of play. Waiting, yes indeed, throw in to be taken. Takes a quick throw. Headed back. Cleared near midfield. But again, that's where La Joya Palmview have been very dominant. Has been that midfield connection, I should say. And a great through ball. This is offside in the end. Very tight on that one. Under 14 minutes left to play. It's going to be a free kick for Leander Glenn and the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I was going to say it's very tight. Of course, if you're a Palmview fan, you definitely would have wanted that one. And if you're a Leander Glenn fan, you're glad that one didn't go through, and now your team can send this one away.
Able to be sent away. Can it be connected? Yes, indeed. That time by Patricio Gonzalez off that left end. Controlled. Off his line. Cross. Saved.
And I thought that one was going to be an offsides, and it keeps the flag down. Rebolloso keeps composure, protecting the ball for not letting it go through. And the Palmview Lobos have another chance to create an opportunity.
Yeah, Salazar for a split second had that opportunity for Leander Glenn. But again, just losing that one in the bad position, though. This time intercepted. Ivan Garcia with an opportunity trying to send that one forward. Again, 2 defenders on them this time. And taken right back away. So Patricio Gonzalez could not control the possession this time. Gets the ball taken away from him and will be sent away that time by Julian Barbosa. Trying to get that one into the final third, and the keeper will easily corral it to make the save.
And now I think as we get closer towards the end of the second half, again, like I mentioned, you know, both these teams are really going to try to find a way to attack as quickly and as effectively as they can.
And that one almost sent away. It does go out of play. Yes, indeed. Corner kick is given to La Joya Palmview. Will be off the left corner flag. Set piece opportunity for the Lobos here. 12 minutes left to play. If it's any time, it would be now for a goal.
And they'll be checking in number 17 and 20 for Palmview. That's going to be Esteban Briones and Eliel Gallegos checking in for the Palmview Lobos. And they'll send out number 6, Samuel Martinez, and number 7, Daniel Vera, their captain for the Lobos. Let's see if they're able to give him a little chance to breathe and come back before the end of this second half.
Indeed. Set piece opportunity. Sent all the way down to the far right post. A little bit too far this time. It does go out of play. It is still going to be a throw-in for the Lobos. We'll take it short, played back. Trying to cross that one inside the box. Far left post. A little bit too far. There goes out of play. And it is going to be a goal kick. Goal kick. It is still 0-0. And again, 11 minutes, 10 seconds left officially at Cavanis Stadium. It's getting closer and closer to that mark of, well, if either team want to end this one in regulation, a 1-2 breakthrough, and the time again will be now. Goes out of play, another throw-in to be taken. Trying to send that one forward, taken right back away. Controlled this time by none other than Patricio Gonzalez. Gonzalez slows it down, played that one back off the left. And that one does go out of play. Last touch by Leander Glenn. Giovanni Gonzalez throws that one in. Trying to spin it back around. Off that left touch line. It is deflected out once again for another Lobo throw. And it is going to be Giovanni Gonzalez with it. Julian Barbosa will be next to him. He's almost with it. Was taken right back away for a split second. Plays a through ball, trying to get it into the final third. Sends it forward, and too much off the touch goes out of play. Is that going to be enough for a goal kick? Throw in, check that.
And a smart move there by Giovanni Gonzalez, you know, playing that ball right at the very last second and making sure that that ball ends up being a throw-in rather than a goal kick. And it looks like the officials are going to give him the goal kick. I thought that was going to be a throw-in as Gonzalez made that last-second move, but official says goal kick.
So there's your answer there. Goal kick in the end. And very exciting. We'll send this one away near midfield. Controlled by the Grizzlies.
Great contact.
Got tripped
there.
up, and yes, indeed, it is going to be a free kick. I was waiting on the referee to signal a foul, and yes, indeed, he did. I'm shocked that the Grizzlies didn't try to go fast on that one, but it is going to be sent away by Preston Parker. Trying to get that one into the final third. That looked like a high kick, and yes, indeed, it is. That's a yellow card. That's going to be a booking for a high kick in the end. A very dangerous high kick, might I add, with the studs up and everything.
Very dangerous, and it's going to be Patricio Gonzalez guilty of the yellow card. He'll have to go to the bench and be subbed out. Let's see if Palmview Lobos can take advantage here with the free kick coming up with 8:40 to be exact and counting.
Indeed, 8:40 left to play here in this second half, deciding to go short with the free kick this time. Trying to get that one forward. Good give and go, still loose. That's not cleared out of the final third just yet. And able to win that possession back. Good job by none other than Casey Lopez. Trying for that counterattack, though it's right back to the Lobos. Cleared away again near midfield. And great defensive work off the midfield by La Joya Palmview.
And that's going to be a foul. Their official will stop play here.
Indeed, the official does stop play. And Leander Glenn, I'm starting to see a little bit of tactics of just trying to waste as much time as possible. I think the Grizzlies know if this gets into extra time, we can reset and have an opportunity to potentially just get this victory after, of course, a little bit of the talk. But we'll wait and see here. Free kick coming up this time. Raises up his left hand. Sends it into the box. Header. It's in! Oh my! 1-0. This is late. Into it. What a goal!
And what a free kick from Palmview. Able to connect on the header. Goes on the opposite end from where he was at. Connects in the goal. And that's going to give the Lobos the 1-0 lead with 7:29 left to go.
Indeed, that one is officially given on the scoreboard as well. Back of the net it goes. What a goal. 7:29 left to play here in this second half. We're back underway we go. As our game clock was a little bit ahead, but down to 7 minutes and 20 seconds left. That goal, I believe, was scored by Montalvo, so we'll, of course, double-check that here in a second. But 1-0 and an opportunity for, well, now the Lobos to try to be elite and make it to the Elite Eight. Still, Leander Glenn trying to control that possession, goes out of play. It is going to be a Grizzly throw. Now you're starting to see a bit of desperation from this Leander Glenn side. And it is just out of play.
And you're correct. It was number 9, Fabian Montalvo, who got the header in for the goal for the Lobos.
And there you go. There's our confirmation on the goal. Contact made. Referee says no, that one does go out of play. It is still going to be a Grizzly throw. And now down to 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in this second half. And I believe that's going to be taken by none other than Rafa for the throw-in. Throw-in taken like a set piece inside the box. That is cleared away out of the final third. And it is going to be a foul called. Free kick. Leander Glenn sets it up quickly. Time isn't necessarily on their side, but an opportunity for the Grizzlies to take some time to try and find the equalizing goal. And again, like I said, now to reset at basically the first half of extra time. So we'll wait and see here. That one is played back, and yes, the referee did call a halt for a split second. It is going to be, I believe, a free kick for, yes, indeed, Leander Glenn this time. Or check that, for La Joya Palmview this time.
And Montalvo a bit shaken up there following the contact there in the middle of the field, able to get back up. Official not needing to stop the clock, which is going to be an advantage for Palmview if they're looking to run this clock out.
Yeah, sends this one forward. Opportunity. Back to the keeper it goes. Will make the save. Try to roll it fast. Try to get a good idea by rolling it to Coben Barlow. Instead, we'll try. It's an opportunity there. That one goes wide as it was taken pretty quickly. Under 5 minutes left to play now in this second half. Again, 1-0, your score. La Joya Palmview lead. And guess what? It was scored by none other than Fabian Montalvo.
And that last shot attempt was by Montalvo, seeing if he can connect for a second one there. Would have been a really, really beautiful long-distance goal there. But It looks like Palmview more than likely going to play the defensive side with the clock ticking, and Leander Glenn trying to move with some urgency.
Indeed, that's sent away. Out of play it goes. Quick throw in to be taken. Again, Coben Barlow takes the throw, moved up a lot that time, was able to try to connect to a teammate, but it's taken back away by the Lobos, trying to play this give and go. Great opportunity. Advantage to be played either way. We'll send it forward. Through ball. Trying to get there. Able to do so. Turns around. It is going to be saved.
And that was number 20, Eliel Gallego, who was trying to get a spin around the defender to beat him and have that one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, not able to keep control of the ball.
Indeed, it is still 1-0. Montalvo, your go-ahead goal for the Lobos of La Joya Palmview. Again, what is in stake for this one? Well, it's to be elite, go to the regional finals, and we'll have an opportunity to go to state right after that. Headed back away. That one does go out of play. It is going to be a quick throw-in. Just making sure this time. And yes, indeed, throw in off near our left touch line for none other than Leander Glenn. 3 minutes to play here, so the time did stop for a split second. Down to 2 minutes, 55 seconds now. Played all the way back, able to make the save. We'll let that one roll this time and actually play with it. And now picks it up. Rolls it quickly down to the left.
Rebolloso smartly letting that ball roll out for a couple extra seconds. That's going to give Palmview a little bit of an edge there.
Indeed, possession won, though, that time by Preston Parker, trying to get that one forward. Taken right back away by the Lobos again. They've been outstanding through midfield, like we mentioned before, and that's where the possession really has mattered here late in this match, Nacho.
Palmview keeping that one in play as they continue to move the ball there. Leander Glenn playing like their season's on the line, which it is, as the game clock now goes into 2 minutes.
Only 2 minutes officially left to play here in this one. Sends it forward. Long through ball opportunity off the left wing. Will cut back near the middle. Great sliding challenge. Referee will say play on. Sends it away. Under a minute 45 left to play now. Back it goes. Trying to control it. Gavin Brooks sends it forward. Opportunity. What a save! Second try, tripped up. Yes, indeed. Free kick outside the box. We'll send everyone forward as much as possible. And this is a very, very dangerous area.
And Jacob, this could be very possibly the very last attempt Leander Glenn is going to have here as the clock goes to 1:08 and ticking.
Yeah. Down to 60 seconds left. Under a minute to go now. Referee making sure everything is ready. They decide to play it short. Takes a strike. It's cleared away. Out of danger for the time being. Gavin Brooks back with it. Sends it forward again. Offside flag will stay down. Loses at first split second, but will get it back. Back heel once more. Trying to create that space. And take it away. We'll clear it out of play. Down to 25 seconds. The time will stop as there was contact made. I think that's a free kick. Yes, indeed. That is a free kick. La Joya, Palmview High School.
And a great job, Palmview, not giving up on the ball there, as many players were just really trying to keep the ball as their main target, to keep it away from Leander Glenn and to allow an opportunity for them to counter.
So the interesting part as well, Nacho, is that, well, since the Palmview Lobos happen to be the visiting team, this would be considered an upset. Sends it into the box. And that one Drifting out of play. 15 seconds. Lobos trying to control that. Sends it to the corner. Will try to hold it. Down to 3 seconds. The Lobos can celebrate as they are elite and will go to the Elite Eight, the regional finals, for a chance at state.
And just seeing this reaction from La Joya Palmview, celebrating players, crying tears of joy, players group hugging there as you see there on the left side of your screen. Of course, Leander Glenn played really aggressive, Jacob. I got to give this team a lot of credit hanging in there. Of course, Palmview able to connect off the free kick and evidently able to score the lone goal here this afternoon.
Indeed, he will be our player of the match by far. Absolutely impressive. Fabian Montalvo finding the back of the net. And La Joya Palmview are elite and will head to the regional finals in Region 4 5A. So excited. So exciting to be exact. I mean, if that's the first matchup, can't wait for the second one here back at Cabinet Stadium, as we'll have other games at Cabinet East,
right,
to be exact, here tonight. Nacho will be taking the reins on that one. I'll be taking the reins of McCallum Memorial, taking on none other than Cedar Park. What an exciting matchup. And, of course, before we go, Nacho, final thoughts on this.
You know, I mentioned this pregame. It's a lot of back and forth action. Both teams were just, you know, trying to strike as early as they could. That momentum stayed in the second half. Leander Glenn had some opportunities, not able to connect. Rebolloso, just a dominant defensive asset for La Joya Palmview. And then, of course, the header by Montalvo, able to connect through the goal and gives Palmview the 1-0 victory.
Indeed. Well, that's going to do it for us here for this one. I've been Jacob Young. And, of course, with Nacho, this has been a Real Sports Live presentation. And until next time, we will see you all very soon. Congrats.